Yeah, on the road for the third week in a row, so we're pretty excited about that. But once we get back, we have a little bit of time off, so it's going to be a nice deal there. You know, Pueblo's been wrestling real well. They put a pretty good kid on the mat at every weight. Have a few holes there as far as some young guys in that, but you know, Russell wound up taking fourth at the national duels here a couple weeks ago, so they're pretty solid. I think they went 3-1 this last weekend at the Kearney duels, and ranked number 21 right now. So, you know, as far as the ranking and all that, I don't think we're, you know, too concerned about that. Our team's wrestled some of the upper top ranked teams in the country right now. So, you know, it'll be a good trip for us. It'll probably looking more forward to the end of it when we get back, have a little time off and all that. So, but it'll be a good couple duels. Mine's has gotten a lot better this year. Winning a few duels here and there, and wrestling quite a bit better. So I know Austin's working hard at that program, and that program is moving up. So, well, I think it showed the grind. I don't think the number, you know, really, these guys are definitely stepping up to the plate when it comes to that. I think more of the last couple of weeks have just been the grind on the road and that trip to Shattern and then on to Kearney with the day in between and 4 duels. And I think it really showed when we wrestled Kearney on Saturday afternoon. The guys looked a little bit, you know, worn out a little bit, but still wrestled. I think we wrestled well. We lost some close matches. I think we lost 4, 2 points or less in there. And so the guys wrestled well. You know, I think it was good for us to learn, you know, kind of wrestle the top team in the region right now, and that, hey, we can compete with this team, and you know, and definitely the ranked 4th in the country for a reason. And so I think the grind is a little bit. I hope, you know, this weekend we get through this week without any injuries and that. That's what you start worrying about as a coach when you're hitting this grind like this and on the road, and guys are a little worn out. School start today and all that, but you know, I think as far as numbers, where these guys, so many of our older guys, and you know, Peyton doesn't wrestle like a freshman right now. He's wrestling really well, and so I don't think a number to these guys, you know, is a grind for them at all. I think they're ready to step up to the plate. So, oh, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. I think, you know, depends on where you're at in the country. You know, you go to those Midwest duels, and there was a lot of ranked teams out there. We wrestled in Gunnison the week before, and you know, wasn't as, there were maybe some rankings in there, but maybe not as tough as ranked the number 7 and number 4. There were still some teams that were ranked in there. And usually too, when you have some teams that are ranked in that 17, 18, 19, that means that they have a couple individuals that are ranked in the top of the country. You know, where you, and the higher you get means their team is tougher with, like for example, a UNK Nebraska Kearney. You know, they're having to be ranked 4th. You've got to have 5 and 6 guys ranked on your team in the top 8 to 12 in that. So whenever we're wrestling those, and that's kind of where we're trying to break into, is get a few more of our guys ranked and break into that top 20 and that top 15. And so that's really where the rankings come from on that. So, you know, Nick has been a great leader for us, and, you know, along with Salazar and Austin Garner, our 3 seniors that are on the starting lineup right now. And they're just doing a great job, and you know, definitely all have their work cut out for them. There's no doubt about that. All of them have taken on some losses here in this last week, 2 weeks. So, you know, they just keep battling.
You know, it's just a lot of, you know, getting in the training room before practice and making sure we're getting healed up by the trainers, and, you know, doing everything in our power to make ourselves feel, you know, good enough to go out and compete to the best of our ability when we get out there. And you know, you just kind of, you got to grind. That's the type of sport it is. It's a grind, you know, especially these first few weeks at a break. But then, you know, after this week, we have a little bit of time off to heal and recover. And, you know, yeah. I think just, you know, kind of on the same point, just staying healthy, wrestling as good as we can, and, you know, coming out with some wins. You know, these are some tough teams that we're about to wrestle. And, you know, it'd be big for us to get these 2 wins going into a, you know, a longer rest period, and especially after the grind we just had this past weekend, it'd be nice to come out, you know, 3 days later and beat a couple of good teams.